What's going on, guys? We're back with another one. So today we're here for the Shocker and the Sandman rework or balance update or buff because they both need it. Now, what's funny to me is Shocker needs the buff almost more than Sandman, but what my initial analysis of Shocker was is that they should have just left it be. Leave him be. We saw how the CCP was. He was doing like 524k non-crit special attacks in the deep dive that they initially came out with. And then Kabam went back on their word and was like, well, that's not his damage. So they nerfed it, and now here we are. So let's get started here. Hello, Summoners. Balance Team here again with an update on the latest round of champions for review, Shocker and Sandman. Shocker. Shocker entered the contest aimed at battlegrounds and war, armed with a massive heavy attack and the ability to never crit. He was intended to be able to thrive in a variety of matchups. At the moment, Shocker only reaches his potential versus certain mutant targets, and he falls short outside of that. For that reason, we have decided to give Shocker a tune-up. The goal of Shocker's tune-up is for his damage to be stronger and more viable over a wider variety of defenders and battlegrounds. Great. On top of damage, we will be looking at making some quality of life improvements in his kit. Okay. Additionally, we will be adding a stack limit of 1 to the Cowardice Inner Synergy with Spider-Man Symbiote. Okay. This synergy is more powerful than we had intended it to be and want it to remain valuable but not be as game-changing. I mean, is anyone even using that? Overall, we think that Shocker will be stronger than ever and be more capable of dealing with a wider range of matchup in the modes we want him to be the most fearsome. The thing is, you guys, you took too long. You didn't leave his damage like we saw in the beginning, and now no one's using him. Except for MSD, who absolutely loves them because he pulled them from the Early Access bundle. But we're moving on. But yeah, so they should have just left his damage as is, and people would have used him. But no, he fell off really freaking quick, and now everyone's using Lady D and all the other great tech champions that have come out. So sorry, Shocker Man, but he's kind of seems like he's getting left in the dust right now. I don't see him barely ever be used in BGs. Maybe as a defender. People don't even use him as an attacker. But anyway, here's Sandman. Sandman has arrived with the tools to handle the most game modes, scaling for long fights, utility for tough Mystic matchups, and versatile loop options. We're happy to see that he's being used across game modes and matchups, especially the most recent Gladiator Circuit node combo featuring Regeneration. Well, no kidding, he was good there. And who even had the 6-star for that? Everyone was using the 5-star. Come on, Kabam. And I don't know if I like what they're going to do to him, but here we go. One trend we're seeing with Sandman is a large variance in performance between matchups that allow him to safely use his SP3. Good, compared to those that require or encourage his SP1, SP2 lower than target. So his SP3 is good, and then his SP1 and 2 is lower than their target, than what they had intended. This is largely due to his burst damage scaling best with debuff count instead of attack rating. To bolster damage access within Sandman's more utility-focused loops, we're exploring a change for his burst of physical damage that would shift their scaling from primarily relying on debuff count to scaling off modified attack rating. Now, I don't know about this. I just think, why not just add more debuffs to his SP1 and 2? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to get crazy petrifies or something. I don't know. Something all his loops can access through his unstable fury and heavy proficiencies. While we want to increase the impact of attack and lower the impact of debuff count in order to lessen the damage gap of the SP3 versus SP1, SP2 loop, we still want to preserve the identity of his SP3 loop being the largest source of damage and his other loops holding more utility. I love that, personally. Don't change the SP3. It's freaking phenomenal for Sandman. But yeah, the SP1, SP2 just needs more damage and to have that utility, because there's no way in a Battlegrounds match you're going to be able to go SP3, SP3, or SP3, SP1, SP1. It's just too much. So if we can just get like SP1, SP1, SP2, heavy, 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 and they're dead, that'd be pretty phenomenal. As always, we'll be closely monitoring feedback about this trade-off during his upcoming beta so we can ensure he lands in a spot that summoners find both powerful and satisfying. What's next? Changes to both Shocker and Sandman. Their timeline will look like 41.1 September plus 41.2 October beta builds. So it looks like the beta will get their hands on them for these 2 months. Test out Sandman, test out Shocker, see how they perform, give the feedback back to Kabam, and then Kabam will have a full release for 41.3 in November with all the changes. So that's going to do it here, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know if you think Kabam should have left Shocker as he was in the deep dive that's still on their page on YouTube, or if they should have nerfed him and then they have to rebuff him now. And let me know about Sandman. What do you think? Do you think he should get more debuffs on his SP1, SP2? Do you think they should base it off his attack rating and just modify it that way? You know, so I'm interested to know you guys' thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.